day 99. So, real talk. I have a question for you. When you are speaking with someone who you are sharing your opinion on something, you are sharing your story on something, or you are sharing your belief on something, if they disagree with you in that moment, how do you react? If they are sharing a different perspective than what yours is, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? What is the first thing that you say? What happens to you in this moment? Even if they are sharing something or they are contradicting what you're saying and it is not what you want to hear, what do you do in that very moment? And I want you to reflect on this a little bit, because we have become a reactive species, and not saying reaction is right or wrong, or that what you do in those moments is right or wrong. It is just more something to contemplate about and to reflect on. Because every person has a different perception, a different reality, a different view on things. They may have done different types of research, different beliefs. They grew up in a different environment than you have. They have different wounds, and they are in a different place than where you are at. And so sometimes what happens is that whether the information is right or wrong of what you're saying or what the other person's saying, what is actually right or wrong, no matter how much research you may have done, it is still a perception. It is not necessarily facts. So a lot of the times we associate facts as right or wrong, but facts can be proven to be false as well. And sometimes some facts may be right for certain people, may be right for certain parts of the world, may be right for certain groups of people and not others. And so this is kind of going back to, how do you react when someone disagrees with you, or when someone doesn't necessarily agree with your point of view of what you are saying? And it is a contemplation to reflect on. And do you instantly shut down, or do you open yourself up and hold space for what the other person has to say? How do you react in those moments? Because everything and anything that gets presented, it is only one version of that reality or that perception. It is one version of the truth, whether that is true or not. And what discussions you're having and what discussion the other person's having, it is two very different perceptions and two very different perceptions of truth. And the possibilities of what is true, the possibility of what are facts, are endless. And we know this, we've seen this before. It's not anything new. And going on the base of like, well, according to this research or this journal, like that, this professor did, it stated XYZ. But someone else can also may have done a research in that same category and produced a different result. And so what we are shown in each of our realities is completely different. And so this is where I encourage you and I guide you to just be patient with one another, be kind. And even if the other person completely disagrees with what you have to say, because what they've experienced and what you experience is completely different. And so it is being kind, it is being compassionate, it is not saying someone is wrong or right, because those lines are blurry and they've always been blurry. Because things that we get taught in school is like a percentage of what is actually real. And so these are just some thoughts I wanted to share with you today, because it is very easy to, have a conversation and being like, well, what you're saying is wrong and I disagree with you, and you're this, you're that, because you didn't agree with me, or, you get triggered, emotions build up, you snap, and that is normal. I'm not saying that that is not something you should or shouldn't be doing, but it is more to contemplate for yourself when having these conversations, what pops up for you. And why is that something triggering you? Is it because someone's disagreeing with you and you want people to agree with you? Is it because you want the approval of someone? What is it in the essence that you're not really resonating with the fact that someone's not agreeing with what you are saying? And where does that come from? And so a few things of thoughts to reflect on, to contemplate. Do as you please. And that is it for day 99. If you like this video, please like, share, or comment. Tomorrow's day 100. Holy fuck. I don't know where time flew, but 100, it's crazy. So I'll speak to you tomorrow for day 100. Thank you.